Ellie. First of all, thank you for the 10,000 subs. Yay! Really, I'm really happy. I know it doesn't look like I'm jumping with joy right now, but that's not me really. I'm not very showy with my feelings. Well, I'm trying. Thank you. So I've been experimenting with lighting and stuff, and I really like this vibe, so hope you guys like it. So today I just wanna sit back, eat some ramen, and maybe talk about my first experience about being a hostess. Please don't watch this if you are sensitive with like SA. You could just like click away from here and I will see you on the next video. Okay? I'm thinking about like making a series like convenience store talks. I don't know, it's just a thought, but I'm gonna start doing it alone. So today we're gonna eat this. This is Shinshin Ramen. So Shinshin Ramen, it's a ramen shop here in Fukuoka, and you could only eat it here in Fukuoka. And it's so popular. Like I think a lot of tourists would line up to eat there, other than Ichiran. So they produce their own cup ramen, and it's being sold in the convenience stores here in Kyushu. I'm not sure if just in Kyushu though, but I'm gonna try this. Um, yeah, like I was planning to buy something else, but unfortunately they're out of stock. Hence, I didn't notice this until now, so might as well give it a try. It says here that you could eat it right away after 90 seconds. We have this thing with ramen in Kyushu where you could actually order how hard your noodles to be. So it's like bariya wa yawa, futsu, kata, barikata. Like the harder it is, the less time you need to boil the noodles. That's why it only says 90 seconds for barikata. So that's interesting. Yeah, so let's make this as I speak. It says also here 80 seconds for super hard and 90 seconds for hard, and then 120 seconds for the normal noodles. Yep. Gonna boil some water. You stay right there. As the water is boiling, you guys could like grab your own snack and, chill with me. I actually have my tea right now. I have tea, I have noodles, I have my favorite coffee jelly for dessert. I'm happy and you should be too. So grab a snack and just like chill with me. I don't think it's a good time to start yet because the water is still boiling, but is it gonna be hot? Okay, have a table. Okay, seal that in and let's wait for 9 seconds. I think it's 9 seconds already. Yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Okay, and then you're gonna put this in after the ramen is done and before you eat it. Yes! Then we've got our ramen. Let's try it. Mix it. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. It's already like past 90 seconds. Mmm. It's not bad. Not bad for a cup ramen. Get some soup. Still hot. It's still hot though, so I'm just gonna let it like cool for a bit. Let me talk about my first experience working as a hostess when I was 18. So my first job was in Hakata. It's in a night district in Hakata called Nakasu. So my parents lived in Nagasaki that time, and I was in Nagoya. So it's like maybe 17 or something. Like I had to go to Hakata because like Nagoya is so far away. I couldn't meet my parents or anything. But the reason why I was in Nagoya is because my stepbrother, he invited me over to work for his like amusement casino. So yeah, I was working as a poker dealer in Nagoya in exchange for him to enroll me at a Japanese school. So I studied Japanese for 2 months there. And then after that, it was like a mutual decision for me to go to Hakata and work. My pay in the amusement shop isn't enough to support them. I had to go to Hakata and start working there as a hostess. And my first job was introduced by my mom and my mom's friend. I started working at a lounge, and it's more of like a themed lounge, not like a normal snack lounge. We were in like our CA or pilot uniforms. So lounges usually we have like counters. We're usually behind the counter, and I had no idea what we're supposed to do. I mean, like I do have a general idea where you need to make drinks and have conversation, but I only studied Japanese for 2 3 months. I couldn't speak at all, and I had to like work at a Japanese lounge. So imagine having to start from zero, literally zero. I'm pretty lucky because like my mom's friend was very nice to me. So they helped me with the apartment. My first apartment was around 20 square meters, very small, no kitchen, very small compartmentalized bathroom, and the airflow wasn't really that good. So yeah, but I had to like live there. I mean, it's a good start. She actually helped me um, move in. She brought me to Nitori and she bought me like a lamp and hangers, like a clothing rack, because I didn't have a closet either. She was more of like a big sister figure to me, and she taught me a lot of things because I didn't know Japanese. She helped me make contracts for electricity, for water, and all that shit. And then, but the thing is, my first job wasn't with her. She was working at a different lounge, but like the same sister lounge. So, yeah, I started working at this CA lounge bar, and the senpais are really nice people, although there is like, a person or two that I'd rather stay away from. But they're all senpai, so I had to be friendly. I was really vulnerable because I didn't know how to speak to them without like offending them or anything. So, first day, I got in my CA uniform. They teach this to every person who is new. So, they teach you how to make the drinks in general. So usually people at lounges they either drink highball, lemon sour, or shochu mixed with like water or tea. I've been to like other bars in their different levels. So this is more of like a high class like lounge. Lots of senpais. I think they're mostly in their older 20s. There are lots of people in their 30s. So I was the youngest one that time. People would be nice to me and a little strict compared to some other bars. So you're not allowed to make loud noises when you put the ice in the glass. You should be careful like putting your the ice in the glass. You put whiskey in, then you put the soda, and like when you're mixing it, he taught me like there's a way of how to mix the drinks. You're not supposed to make like big noises. You would mix it and then you just don't like, you don't just serve it while it's like still swirling around. So you have to go like this and then stop the ice. Also, if you're making the next drink, and if the drink comes down to 1/3 of it already, you need to like make a new drink right away without asking them. You just like take the glass and then wipe it with your own handkerchief or something. So yeah, we're required to bring handkerchiefs. So that was it. First day, that's what I learned. A lot of people who go there are already Joren-sangs or like regulars. And so they introduced me to the regulars and all that. They're very nice because they would use a translation app so I could understand what they're saying. Of course, like some guests would rather just talk to the person they were seeing in the lounge than rather like, me to like just be in the conversation or anything. So it's hard because, you couldn't speak and you couldn't engage with anyone. And I like to talk. I mean, I do like to talk to people that I like. And even if it's like your first time talking to someone, like humans have this urge to, communicate. It was very frustrating because I wasn't able to like express myself fully. Even if I want to do my job, I couldn't do it. Yeah, it took me a few years before I could learn Japanese. That was the first thing I thought. Physical work, it wasn't too hard, remembering all the rules and stuff like that. But other than that, I thought the day was going to end smoothly. Everyone's really nice, and even the mean ones, they were kind of helping me like adjust to the environment, adjust to the work. I don't know, I could feel how people would be judging you. Even if it's not verbal, I could feel when someone is judging you. Side eyes, the silence. I didn't need to understand Japanese to point out who's like, a little judgy or not. I thought the day was gonna end well until it was like maybe past 12 a.m. And there's this drunk guy, literally super drunk. I think maybe he went to the sister club or lounge. I think the club. Usually clubs finish at 12 or 1 a.m. That's why he came to the lounge because I think we close at 2. But sometimes a little later, he came over super drunk. I was like on the farther side, other side of the counter. And yeah, he was like, okay, give me anything, like whatever. And then like he started flirting with one of the girls. And then, lots of my senpais, they would like call me over to like introduce me and stuff. And then so that one senpai, she called me over and then introduced me. And then, oh, worst experience of my life that time. Yeah. I was like, hajimemashite. And then the guy just literally like, no, no hello, no greeting back, just grilled my chest. And I was taken back. Senpais were like, "Nani shittenno yo, mou yamete," trying to stop him without like, escalating the situation. I couldn't express what I wanted to say. It was a hard thing because I couldn't protect myself. I couldn't, um, just tell him to like fuck off because it's work. It was like one of the most traumatic experiences of working as a hostess. I just felt bad, and then that's why I started tearing up because when I couldn't like express myself fully, the frustration is there, and I couldn't keep it. And now it's different. I could do it, but during that time, I was young. I was an amateur, so they told me to like maybe you should take a break. There was like a little room for taking breaks, and then I took a break for a bit, around 5 minutes. And I could hear their conversations because like their room is right next to where the guy is. That's what he said. That just made me feel worse, and I'm just like, I was so pissed. But after crying, I always feel better. So after crying, I stopped, wiped my tears, retouched my makeup, and then went back. And I think he kind of realized he did something wrong. So after that, like they ordered some onigiris, and yeah, so it was late night, and then we were all hungry, so we had like some onigiris delivered over, and it just returned to normal. we were started talking and joking and stuff like that. And then that's when I also discovered my hate for umeboshi, and that's dried plums, by the way. I hated umeboshi, and the first time I ate it was in an onigiri, and I didn't know. So another thing, I tried onigiri, and the same customer, he ordered it for us, and then the first time I ate it, I literally had to throw up into the trash can. And then I think because when I was younger and like I'm new to it, they let me do that without scolding me. But now I couldn't just throw up something the customer ordered for us. In the end, they were kind of nice to me. So yeah, that's how my first day started as a Japanese hostess. Very dramatic. I don't know. That sucked. Yeah, like nobody would want to be touched on your first day at work. I know there's gonna be like some comments like, "What do you expect? Like, or you're a hostess." It's not how it works. Because if it is, they wouldn't scold the customers. That's not normal. Okay, I would never let anyone just like touch me without my consent or anything. That's just weird AF. It's quite an eye opener when I on my first day at work. It's kind of traumatic because I thought it was, is this gonna be like a normal thing? I don't know, but it's not. I wanted to say this to my 18-year-old self. It's not normal for people to touch you without consent, even if you're a hostess, even if you're doing a nightlife job or whatever. No, zero. It's just crazy. And you're right, if ever you defend yourself, and even if like it's this is so good. I love this coffee jelly. And you're a real one if you like the cover. So that's it. That's my story. My first day as a Japanese hostess. Mmm. Mm. See, it's like this milk cream on top, and then there's a coffee jelly underneath it. Pure bliss. Anyways, is this like good content? Like, I'm not sure anymore. But I know what else I should talk about. But yeah. But on a lighter note, I learned a lot. I know that not everyone does the same thing, because after a few days, like I got used to it, and I realized that that is not normal. And after 2 years or something, I finally learned how to like speak decent Japanese, and I get to like communicate with some of the customers. I get to do dohans that time, and I get to like bring in my own customers and who respect me. And during those times, it is kind of a struggle because I had to like prove to them like I got what it takes to be a hostess, even though I couldn't like speak their language fluently, even if we don't really speak a lot. And I know we do use a language app, and then there would be people who want to practice their English. And yeah, that was my first experience as a hostess. I've got like a few stories to share, but that was like one of it. And so yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna finish this jelly, and I'll see you guys on my next video. If you like it, please don't forget to click like, because I need to know if I should make more of these. If you've been listening until now, again, thank you so much. 10,000 subscribers, I really appreciate it. Maybe I could do a shout out on my next video, and I'll randomly pick. So just like and comment down below the hardest thing you've experienced at school or at a job. I would love to hear about that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye. 空は絹を咲き雨が舞う静かに記憶